could this happen again? The miracle at Taronga Station. How could anyone survive? And the train drivers who've seen it all before. What it's like to be just centimetres from death. Good evening. They're the pictures that have already gone around the world. A grandmother turns away from a pram at a suburban railway station for just a split second. And just like that, the stroller is gone into the path of an oncoming train. Incredibly, the 15-month-old boy strapped in the pram survives. But why has this happened twice within a year? Georgia Main reports.
Extraordinary pictures of an extraordinary escape. Watch as a 15-month-old boy strapped into a runaway pram rolls off a Melbourne platform and into the path of an oncoming train. The boy's shocked grandmother, whose attention has been diverted for a matter of seconds, runs to his aid. But it's too late. The pram and the child dragged underneath.
This must have been a terrible shock for you. Is everyone okay?
I hope so.
The grandmother, whose name has not been released, was tending to the boy's 3-year-old brother moments before the pram got away from her.
I'm all right, but I'm just concerned about the child, of course. That's my main concern. I just wanted to make sure he's all right.
They're saying that he's going to be okay.
Amazingly, the child, known only as Sam, escaped with minor facial bruising and grazes to his head. It's another miracle only months after 6-year-old Sarish made world headlines for escaping this eerily similar incident. In October last year, he survived after being dragged 30 metres along the tracks. His mother, Shweta, watched on in horror. Passerby Belinda Murphy came to the rescue.
I was jogging past this track that runs next to the railway track here, and just heard screaming. I had my iPod in but still heard her screaming, and took the iPod out, and I sort of stopped to run in just here and knew something was wrong. Just total shock. The woman that was standing next to the pram at the time was definitely in shock. She was shaking and everybody was in shock. So I think it sounds silly now, but at the time everyone was just looking at each other.
Tonight, the train driver at the centre of today's miracle is being hailed a hero for saving little Sam's life. Braking just in time, then getting out of his cabin to pull the child free. Ever the professional, the passenger says the driver was giving clear instructions to other travellers moments after the accident.
As I was getting off, the train driver said to me, please make sure you put the brakes on your pram because I've just hit a baby in a pram. So, yeah. I think he looked a little shaken by it all.
The driver did a fantastic job to apply emergency brakes. Of course, they're trained to do this under these kinds of conditions.
Absolutely amazing that this child isn't more injured than what he is, given the circumstances of the accident.
I don't want to kill anybody, and none of my mates want to kill anybody.
Recently, Today Tonight highlighted the plight of the nation's train drivers, easily one of the most stressful jobs in the country.
90 tonnes at 100k an hour. We'll just wipe you out no matter what.
As a profession, they're forced to deal daily with acts of recklessness from motorists and passengers. The scars can last a lifetime. As train driver Mick Thorne explains.
You go home, your wife and kids, they say, how's your day? Oh, I killed someone today. How do you tell your family that?
Fortunately, this driver won't need to do that. He was given the rest of the day off. As for baby Sam, he'll spend the night in Melbourne's Royal Children's Hospital for observation.